to HDMI because you're plugged into HDMI. Test, 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 test. It's like everything was set up. Literally turn on the mic.
Go. Action underway here at action on this Saturday afternoon. Mercer looking to play. Feeling out process in the early minutes of the Nothing slow about that one. Vikings quickly into the offensive zone after the restart. Knights again answering the challenge, though that one the biggest challenge so far. All the way back to the goalie line. And this one a little easier for the keeper. Ten minutes into the first half. The feeling out process at the start of this game was quick. Vikings grabbed the momentum early, but still nothing to show for it at all. Not only zeros on the big board, but zeros in terms of shots on goal and corner kicks. Knights defense doing a good job of not allowing that ball to get over their heads. Refusing to get caught flat-footed. Gotta figure out a way to flex the offensive muscles just a little bit, though that has been hard to do this season. Only 15 goals scored by this Knights team coming into this game. Averaging under 2 goals a game as we see a centering ball intercepted by the Knights defense. Great pass, better defense. Looking for the big clear now. Oh, playing it towards space, but could not find that second pass. Pushes him past the midfield line. Defense catches a little bit of a breather on the merry-go-round for the Vikings. Another centering ball in. Certainly make the most of it, as that was rolling in towards a goal scoring. Opportunity to go defense to offense with some urgency. Doing everything they can with it. Game starting to be just a little turn, and she's offsides by just a hair. The hustle creating the deflection and then almost the open look at what might still be. As the Knights are looking to keep the pressure on now after the whistle. Almost 15 minutes in, and the Knights offense maybe coming alive here. Keto Taylor trying to take advantage of the goalie. Through the legs, splitting the defense, and now here's the team effort to keep the ball on this side. Knights walking the tight for the cross, finding it towards the back post. No one's there to finish. Vikings desperately searching for the clear, finding it. Come alive. Found a little mojo. Looking to find a little bit more. Trying to find the through ball, but it's intercepted. Hannelore Rackles making the initial stop. They'll need one more as Abraham's offsides again and using that offsides flag as an extra defender for him. Pressure offensively. Started with that breakaway towards the goal that really wasn't much of a breakaway. Right here in front of us on the other side of the field, this will give the Vikings a little bit of that momentum back. I said just minutes ago, when the Knights made the most out of a tough spot zone with some speed and just a little bit of space, and somehow going up against 4 defenders and getting that ball all the way towards the goal line. And just getting the horses running a little bit seemed to wake them up. The engines firing. Looking for more offense after this. Now it's the Vikings' turn to look for offense. Long kick, and that one splits the uprights. Going for goal, Rihanna Vincent. About 10, 15 yards outside the box. Knights had a 3-person wall set up. Pretty strong location for that kick. Just needed to bring it down just a little bit. And that would have been headed towards the top post. What could have been. Might still be, as the engines are ready. They had the engine tuned and ready to go from the word go here. Couple of very quick looks at goal. Of course, the irony, no goals, no shots on goal, no corners either. So it's not for lack of trying. On that race, Lopez came from behind to poke it away. Knights will need more defense. And it's scouted well by the Knights keeper. Elani Navarro Bengayas. With a nice save there, reading that perfectly. Coming off the line. Goalie's off the line here. Abraham all found its way all the way through on the other side. Abraham was first to it, but this time it was the Vikings look to go towards the middle. Cannot. Both teams using the offsides flag well. And there's a whistle away from the ball on the other side of the field. Particularly if that trend continues into the second half. Desperation foul there, as that was looking like a one-on-one breakaway. I think that was Rihanna Vincent, or no. Is that number 30? Beautiful flick over the head of the Knights defense. A great team chance here, as the Vikings have a box. Looks like a 4-person wall set up right now. Knights. Vikings going for goal and just missing. My goodness. About 4 or 5 minutes ago, and it was over the post, but not by much. That one even closer to goal. Third time may be the charm. Knights trying to make sure there isn't a third time. Knights on the far sideline running out of space. Short-lived possession on the other side as well, as it looks like it bounced up and hit the hand of one of the Vikings players. Knights trying to stole the ball away and fired one towards the goal. Whistle plays continuing to add up here for the Knights. They're getting them on both sides, too. They'll need another one, as this is a 2-on-1 break to numbers game. Did not matter one bit for the centering pass. An amazing save from Bengayas. It's kill or be killed. Living to see another day with the score. Another centering pass. Off the post! Does not come. What a tackle! Third time. Goodness. The saves piling up. Wow. The effort tremendous on both sides. The defense rising to the challenge. But the offense creating challenge after challenge. Opportunity after opportunity. But the defense and the goalie play in particular, too strong. And of course, the friendly neighborhood post as well. Gotta say, I'm no rule expert, but I did see thought you couldn't do that. I was expecting a whistle. As soon as that happened, maybe the ref didn't see it. Maybe I'm here between the Knights and the Vikings. Vikings coming into the for turning their season around. Reese stepping up and making the tackle once again. She had the slide tackle in the box. The near sideline centering ball does not find its target as the goalie's there with an easy save this time. Three, four spectacular saves. When the season's done, that highlight reel probably going to find its way onto the desk. Knights finding the clear as that ball rolls. Oh, but now we have a few on both sides. 3-2 for the Knights. But still, Gousset in the defensive zone, but cannot get to the 50-50 ball. The beginnings of a turnover. Trying to get around that defense. Good, strong throw. The scoring opportunity. Working like they're talking another in their heads. McKenzie. Kick now here for the Knights. Just about 10 yards outside of the box. Three-person wall set up here. Could not be caught cleanly. There was a rebound opportunity there, but the Knights couldn't get to it. Great kick, better save. That was a missile, but it was punched away. Trying to jam it on the short side, but cannot get on to Vikings. We are approaching 15 minutes left to play in this first half. Knights goalie reads that one, comes off the line with a few seconds to spare. The through ball has worked on both sides in creating offensive opportunities, long runs towards the goal. Wonder if we see these two teams make some kind of an adjustment defensively to limit those chances, or maybe we see them up those chances offensively. If it's working to create a few looks, maybe it'll work to create a few more. There's going to be some kind of adjustment out there to be made for one of these two teams that'll get them out in front and keep them out in front. Who is going to make that adjustment? Who's going to find that adjustment? As we see Reese using the body as a shield from Kingsville, Maryland by way of Eastern Tech High School. Dominating backline performance for the defense. It's on cutting off the space and at least making the scoring chance difficult. It's one thing to get a shot off. It's another thing entirely to get a shot off with somebody on the far sideline deep in their offensive zone, but couldn't do much with it. Oh, Abraham's midfield, but cannot keep it in front. Vikings go feet as the Knights had another hustle play building. And they hold on to it. Trying to thread the needle on the near sideline. Vikings defense steps up. 22. And we'll find out who that is because we don't have a number 22 on our screen. Vetri stepping up, poking that ball away. Box. Rolls all the way back to the keeper. Slowing down just a bit. That's because these two teams are very happy to just take what the defense gives them. Two teams not right now in the closing stages of the first half is do not open yourself up to the counter strike and give your team a potential easy one right before the halftime break. Goals at the end of the first half sometimes can be backbreakers. If it's a backbreaker for one side, it means it's a monumental lift up for the other side as we see that ball rolling in towards a good spot. 2-on-2 look at the goal going towards the does not come as Lopez pokes it away. With a huge stop, but not out of the danger zone as the Vikings are looking to knock down the door. And the goalie comes off the line this time to make the save with a second to spare. Those diving balls like that, goalies make them look easy, but those are tough saves because you've got to control it. Got to make it a clean catch. If the cannonball gets away from you just a bit, that's an opportunity for the other squad. Both goalies have had plays like that here in this game and made them. As the goalie play has been very strong on both sides here. If it's defense related, it's been strong here today, as this has been a rock fight so far. Approaching the final 5 minutes of the second half, or excuse me, the first half. Whoa. Sorry, fans. On the other side, goalie gets down to the knees to make sure she can trap it. Oh, nice move. One touch, played. Abraham back, but the Vikings defense slowing the Knights down. To the shot. We saw what we were talking about minutes ago in the goalie deep breath. A sigh of relief that time for the Vikings. The Knights able to keep the pressure on. And finally, they break through with the game. Time without any shots on goal for this team, and now they number 6 was the first one to break through and touch the back of the net. Check the live stats on the CCBC Essex page. That's at ccbcessexknights.com. Go on the composite schedule part of the website. Go to today's game and click live stat. And you can join us with all the information as the game is going on. Quito Taylor. Amelia Quito Taylor, freshman forward from Rosedale, Maryland, by way of Overley High School. Getting the phenomenal from the word go on the defensive side, and more than offense came alive, got rolling, and got. And now it is the Vikings' turn to try and answer. Two teams from the halftime whistle. Vikings move. Knights making a couple of rotations on the defense. Amy Manzer, excuse me, checks back into the game, playing either at the forward or midfielder spot, and one of the midfielders moving back towards the defensive line. Not a deep bench unit for this Knights team, but everybody available and ready to go at a moment's notice. And flexible, playing multiple positions. What a huge luxury that is for Coach King. If you're not going to have a lot of tools to go to, at least have some tools that can do multiple things. It was a throw in from a similar spot that led to the here as the Knights switch fields beautifully. The Vikings able to cut off the space just enough, as the Knights can't field it. Crucial for the Vikings. So to built for themselves is on plays like we just saw there. Strong pressure by the forwards and midfielders, and of course the defensive line batting that ball right back. The Vikings clears. Knights looking for the clear, carrying the space in front. But maybe a little too far out in front. Vikings looking for space on the throw in, finding none of it. Knights trying to walk the tightrope. Who touched that last? The man with the whistle says the Vikings, trying to put a little distance between themselves and the Viking. Oh, nice move. Showed the ball and then immediately took it away. Now around the second, long shot. Oh, what a save! Mackenzie Silenzia, sophomore forward. Beautiful moves to get around two different defenders, and then a lazy game stays manageable for a little bit. 1-0. But the Knights searching for more breathing room. 50-50 ball won by nobody. And for a throw in for the Vikings. And again, no space to be had for the far out in front of its target. 80 seconds to the first half. Through ball onto the far sideline. And it's all the way through. No one gets. Knights, of course, unless they see some space on the field they want to take advantage of. No incentive for them to go fast. They could not keep that in play. Knights with another throw in. Coach King's squad will be taking a 1-0 lead into the. No, there's some adjustments to be made. Who is going to make them? Which one of these teams is going to capitalize on those second half adjustments and walk away with the victory here today, as it is a good one between the Vikings and the Knights. Knights up 1-0 through the first half. possession going to the Vikings. 1-0 lead. Both offenses had plenty shots. 11 shots on goal total between these two teams. 7 for the Knights, 4 for the Vikings. The Vikings offense really the first one that grabbed the momentum early, but they were just unable to break through the stonewall effort that is the defensive performance for Coach King's squad. Oh, nice slide tackle in front of us, as that will switch possessions for the Vikings as they look to go defense on. Stonewall performance defensively for the Knights. Off to a little bit of a shaky start as that's a one-on-one breakaway, but it's another huge save for the goalie. My goodness. A superhero effort in goal today for number 33, as that is another breakaway. Cleaning up the trash, my goodness. As that one comes in and plays off the hand. This is a free kick opportunity for the Vikings. Looking for a little Goldilocks situation on their end. At least that's what their players, coaches, and fans are thinking. As of right now, it's a 3-person wall, not make it. As the referee walks him back into position. Cleaned up the mess all day defensively. Biggest mess of the day right in front of them. Here's
we're tied up.
Third time was the charm on the free kick. What a beauty into the bum for the live stats all season long. The goal scorer is for the Vikings in half number 2. Lucia goes that play dead. Really momentum in the second half. Grabbed. Too early to really tell what kind of adjustments they made in the second half, but already we are back. Create their first look of the second half. Tough clear opportunity there for the Vikings as the Knights are trying to turn the corner. Keep it in play, as that will be a goal kick. Sarah. Had a defender right in front of her, and also got to expect it should be where it was in the first half, as that was a big reason. The angle. But they've got numbers trailing, and they cannot find the trailing pass as Vetri cuts off. Vikings had 2, dumped a beauty of a pass off to a player or to a teammate in a goal-scoring area. Huge what could have been moment there for the Vikings as they continue to have the almost led to their second goal of the game.
whistle will blow the play dead. It's another free kick for the Vikings. This one a little further outside of the... What they'll do. Of their seats and then halfway out of them on that one. The Knights looking for the clear up into their offensive zone. Started off very exciting goal in the first 2-3 minutes, getting this game back to even. The first time she gets pushed down. It's just an observation. Two-person wall set up here in the middle. Vikings are first to it, and then second to it as they clear. Get a teammate to run in towards it. Oh my, here's a breakaway. One-on-one. Three players trailing.
What a save! Got
just a piece of it. And now the troops will be able to rally. One-on-one. And today, the goalie. Huge save. And it'll be a corner kick up right on the outside of the box. 50-50 ball won by the Vikings. The Knights are right there. Coming off the line, sliding and trapping that ball beautifully. It's another save for Keilani. The saves needs another one. Forced a turnover and grab their first lead of the day. Vikings capitalizing on the hot start to the second half. Two unanswered. You can see the devastation on that one as the Knights players shots on the goal here in the second half, and they've scored on 2 of them. Offense needs to come alive with their deep. It's always great to have a hot goalie making saves like the Knights do have here today, but the flip side of that coin is the goalie's being clear. The more shots on goal you can create, goals scored and shots on goal. Play. And it's taken away off by the hustle play on the far sideline. I don't know if the Knights slowed down because they thought. Another crucial defensive stand for the Knights. They are up on their heels here. Backs getting closer and closer to being pressed up against the wall.
Now you got to know.
Substitution checking into the game. Ball benching it for them to go to. Knights on the other side. Abraham out. Had the right idea, just a little bit of communication he had. Couldn't take second effort after the throw-in. The Knights try and keep the pressure on. You'll imagine part of the halftime adjustment for the Vikings was cleaning up their clear game, as it's been much stronger. To offense with some urgency, but cannot get the first touch in the box down. As that right here in this game. My goodness, a third blink. All the bounces going the ways of the Vikings so far in the second half. Knights catch a friendly roll that time. Wants to make sure. Makes the save with the miss. And still the play dominated by Mercer. In the middle of the second half. They're able to recover. Oh, nice play. Innings a nice play. Couldn't find the ends, but there is the end. Again, the Vikings keeping the pressure on offensively, forcing the Knights to come off the line and think quickly. For the Vikings now, it's flipped. And it's won by the Knights. Two teams getting their cardio in offensively for the Knights are dying at or around the midfield line. They are calling field should play a factor for this Vikings team that is whistle against the Vikings. Possession for the Knights. Still very much alive. But certainly not a friend either.
Oh my God!
Tough play.
Wow.
And that,
We don't come to it, Dad. We'll get him there.
life is tough moments. It's how you adjust to them. It is deflected, and then it's cleared. Keep it in the offensive zone for the Knights as they send it back to the line. Now we see in the slick field play. Also had it play off the foot just a little strangely. Reese colliding with a Vikings player.
For the Knights. Vikings continuing to show that their second half adjustments were good. Final 10 minutes has arrived here. Substitution coming in now for the Vikings. The Vikings playing kind of like the way the Knights were playing at the end of the first half. No urgency for them. They set the pace. Their opponents have to answer it. No need for them to do anything fast. Take what the defense gives you. With a chance to sit on the ball, they'll do that. Ball on to the other side has too much mustard on it. Trying to punch it on the switch there, as there was space on that side of the field, but unable to capitalize on it. Knights taking over here on the goal kick. And it has been that kind of second half as they are just unable to find the clear. And that is a turnover. Offsides flag against the Vikings coming just in the nick of time for the Knights. Vikings looking to load up the gun. Unable to fire the cannon. More of the same as the Knights unable to find the clear. Vikings back on the offensive attack. The offensive attack short-lived this time. More of the same as the Knights unable to get this ball into their offensive zone. That one last touch by Keto Taylor. Possession now with the Vikings. Under 8 minutes to play. The action slowing down really to a crawl here now, as the Knights desperate to try and find something offensively, but unable to get possession. Vikings just playing keep away. Abraham fighting for that ball. Great hustle play. Just unable to win it. So we see a good hustle play on the defensive side, using the body as a shield, trying to find the clear afterwards, unable to do it. And oh my, that was a missile right into the chest. Couldn't catch the cannonball cleanly, but there was no second effort. Chance for the miracle comeback still alive. Petrie puts the boots to it. Abraham trying to run to it. And the Vikings smartly just playing it over the sideline. Said miracle comeback hopes at this point, as that is what the Knights need down to their last 5 minutes. But I never count a team out until we cross that threshold of a goal a minute. If a team can still score a goal a minute, well, their hopes are still alive, because, well, I've seen crazier things happen. Tough to score a goal a minute in soccer, but it can happen. Especially on a field like this, where all you need is one good roll, one good chance to run into one, or run towards one, as it's the Vikings running towards this one. Knights get to it first. Exactly 5 minutes left as the Knights take over on the possession with the throw-in. A goal a minute for the Knights would get them the victory. Got to think positive. Rolling into the waiting hands of the keeper once again. Not the second half performance that Kaylani Navarro-Bengayas was looking for, I'm sure, but still a day at the office that she's got to be proud of. This game would have looked way different if it wasn't for the, 5 or 6 just absolutely breathtaking saves that she made in this game. This season has been the year of the keeper. Between her and Jacob Peace on the men's side, this Knight soccer program has put on quite a display of goalie play. The fans here at the Castle had a lot to cheer about, particularly defensively, which is no surprise. We are in Baltimore. CCBC stands for the Community College of Baltimore County, and if you didn't know, around these parts, crab cakes and defense, it's what we do. Defensive performance for the Knights very strong, but they needed it to be perfect. And they were close to it, but close didn't get them much today. As we see close once again for the Knights. Emily Vetri firing off the cannon there. Close to the goal, but not close enough. No goal, no shot on goal. And the miserable second half continues for the Knights. The rain, just the cherry on top of that rather bitter Sunday. Vetri looking to turn the corner. Setting up a teammate, Silencia, who tries to play it in towards the middle. That ball probably skipped just a little bit too far out in front, because if it was a shot, couldn't get enough power on it. If it was a pass, it was too far out in front of its target. And that captures what kind of day it's been for this Knights team. A little good, but not enough. And there's another save! How about another? Oh my! Wow, this one from the backside. One with the foot and another with the hand. What a perfect way to end the day, maybe, for this Knights team. It was not the result they're looking for, but so much to be happy about, so much to be proud about as we see another tremendous save. Another! Wow! And then they split the uprights on the third attempt. The hug from the defense says it all, as it has been her day today. Kaylani Navarro Bengayas is working on getting a scholarship here today. As I promise you, the coaches at the four-year school is going to see the highlight reel she's putting together today. Save after save, and some of them coming back-to-back, as we've seen on the last two plays. How about one more, just for good measure? Final 55 seconds here. We are past the goal-a-minute mark. And there is the definitive dagger, number 4 on the big board. 4 unanswered goals in the second half, as the Vikings will be improving to 4-4-3 with a victory here today over the Knights, and the Knights will be falling to 2-6-1. Couple of days of practice for Coach King's squad, and then they will be back here at the Castle on Tuesday, September 30th for a doubleheader between the Knights and the Bears. Women's soccer game number 1 in that doubleheader. Men's soccer will be playing under the lights for the nightcap. I encourage you guys to join us live here at the Castle for that one. And if you can't, you know where to find us. On YouTube, your home for all of the Knights home games all season long. And that does not matter where we are. On the pitch, on the diamond, or inside on the hardwood, you can always catch all of the Knights home games on YouTube. But you can always join us live here at the Castle as well. Check out the CCBC Essex Athletics website. That is ccbcessexknights.com. Check out the schedule tab and figure out when you can come to a game this season. Once again, the next time you can catch women's soccer here at the Castle is this upcoming Tuesday, September 30th, against the Harkham Bears in Game 1 of a doubleheader. That's it for today. Final score in this one, 4-1, Vikings getting the victory over the Knights. Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth saying good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thanks for joining us.